Yo, what's up again? Big Pimpin'. It's just that Jigga Man TJ and hey. Anyway, man, welcome back, man. Let me see. Turn it down real quick, man. Hey, this video today is gonna be real short, man. It's getting to factoring. A lot of us use factoring companies out there. I know people that made vlogs and videos talking about factoring all the time. And like I said, this is only my second season into the game. And I had to learn a lot about factoring, especially when you need your money on time. I'm just sitting here right now because I'm going to go in the bank and let y'all know, well, not really let y'all know, but I've been sitting on some checks for, a few weeks. I waited my 30-day payout. Let me see if I can get a glance at that real quick. Well, never mind. Let me see if I can turn that camera around. Oh, maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. Anyway. You know what I mean? I don't know. However I can do it. But anyway. Anywho. Just came to y'all today about a little bit of factoring, man. I do use a factoring company. And I do believe that factorings are convenient when you need it, but don't make it your permanent resource for getting money back. I had to learn that the hard way a little bit last year. You got to think about it. If you booked a load and you've been working real hard to make $3,800 or $500 or $600, and your factoring company is charging you 2%, 4%, whatever the case may be on percentage, you got to realize like that's your money you giving away just to get it in advance. I look at factoring as being like these cash cows that they put in on these corner stores, like in lower income areas, Cash Advance of America, places like that, because we borrow money, but the interest rate is so high when you're dealing with something like that. And it could be the same thing with factoring. You might have recoil or non-recoil, but at the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. If the broker stiff your people on their money, I don't care if you got recoil or non-recoil, you gonna pay that money back. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. I don't have no good references on certain factoring companies. I think you all need to do your research and figure out which factoring works best for you. The factoring company that I use, which I kind of like them better than my other factoring, because I can go on their website and look at my money. I can look at my agent report. I can look at my payout history. I can look at my cash reserve. I can look at my escrow account. I can look at, let's say, if I factor with a company and I choose not to factor that load this time, and I wait my 30 days, they'll ACH it to my account, and I can go in there and I can look at it and see. My other factoring company, what they did was, I didn't have access to a website. I didn't have access to their account. So I'll be getting checks and they'll just be sitting there and they won't say nothing to me. So I had to be my own person. Like, I got a call like, hey, I'm calling for a payout. They were like, yeah, we sent that check like 2 weeks ago. Everybody don't take 30 days to pay you out. I'm just letting you know. Everybody don't take 30 days to pay you out. Everybody don't take 45 days to pay you out. Some companies, whether you factor or not, they literally will take 10 days, 5 days, 15 days. It just really all depends on the relationship you have with whoever you book with. And they put in their guidelines. Some people make you turn in originals, which I hate that. Let's say if you're waiting on a payout and you're like, well, it ain't that much money, I can wait the 30 days for it, but they want you to send an original copy. In my situation, I have drivers. I don't see them every day. I may see them once a month. I may see them every 2 months. They live in different parts. They don't all live in the same city, and they travel a lot. So, I have to wait till they come back to get the originals, or I have to wait for them to mail it in so I can mail it in to the people in order for them to start the payment process. Now, with that situation right there, you can factor and get your money back, but when your originals come in or whenever you have time to stop by the mailbox or post office, you have to drop it off. which I'm cool with that too. Sometimes it's worth the wait, sometimes it's not. It just depends on how convenient it is for you. That goes down to doing your budget and your expenses, knowing your cost of operation. So factoring, like I said, it's convenient for some people. Don't make it your way of life. I told a few people a couple times, and I tell them the same thing. You might do 4 or 5 loads a week if you're not leased on. I don't know how that works with you being leased on. I think they pretty much, you turn in your paperwork and they give you a check. So it don't work for leased on people, but it works for people with their own authority, or maybe direct shippers. Sometimes you might run 4 or 5 loads because you need cash flow. Sit back, one check, man. $1,000 check, $500 check, $2,000 check. Look at your cost of operation and take that check and set it aside and wait those 30 days. Or it might be 15 days. I don't really know. Like I said, it just really all depends. The next week, do the same thing. Take one check, set it to the side. Third week, take one check, set it to the side. Fourth check, take it, set it to the side on week 4. By then, you start a cash flow of your own on how checks roll in every 30 days. So every 7 days, you should be getting a check in the mail or hitting your factoring account, your factoring. I say it works for me. I can't speak for everybody. I get direct checks to my house, just like y'all just seen some of these checks. And I get it going to my factoring company too. Or a place of business, wherever you have it going to. So, once again, it's about eliminating as much money as you can, because in this trucking business, they do nothing but drain us of money. You got maintenance, they gonna hit you across the head. You got tire repairs, they gonna hit you across the head. Hey, can I get a jump start? Can I get a tow? Your factoring people hitting you across the head because they getting their money out just to give you your money so you can have cash flow. So think about it, man. One check per week will start you a cash flow of something coming in every 7 days. Because when the market is down or you need that repair, you be like, dang, man. Like, sometimes when money's sitting in our account, we just spend it. It's just our human nature. We spend it because we think we're going to get more. But it's just like anything else, man. You never know when the well going to run dry. So I just advise y'all to, like, think about it, man. I'm not saying factoring is a ripoff. I'm just saying don't make it a way of life. Whenever you decide you want to keep giving people away your money, think about all the money that you can save at the end of the year if you didn't give it away. Because they're already hitting us across the head for ridiculous prices on everything. Especially if you don't know anything about fixing your own truck, or if you got to take it to a shop, or you don't have a warranty on it. It's just all different type of things that's already drawing us out of money. And factoring is one thing that we can't control. One check, bro. $500, $200, $1,000 check. Sit it to the side for 30 days. And watch it start developing. That next month, you start to have a steady flow. And then when you get comfortable and say, hey, man, when I got a surplus, let me go ahead and set aside $2,000, $3,000 if I can afford it this week and wait the 30 days. Because I don't think everybody spend all their money in 1 week. I mean, you can. I don't know your situation at home. I don't know your truck or whatever on the road. But if you make $6,000, $7,000 like some of us claim that we do, after all your expenses is paid or whatever, see what you got left to the side. It may work, it may not work, but you don't have to factor everything. That's just my tip on, how to cut back and save a little bit of money, man. Like I said, I don't have all the answers in the world. I just know what works from time to time, and sometimes I do factor everything. It just all depends. I might not be able to wait the extra 7 days or 14 days, depending on what happens, and I might need to use it right then. But once I get that check in, it don't do nothing but replenish what I already spent because I knew it was coming in. It works. And therefore, you can learn how to become debt-free. You can try it in your regular life with your business expense on home living. Set aside money, paying off your bills, and, not spending it on everything until what's needed, I guess. But that's just my tip, man. Factoring companies, we need them, but we don't have to make it our way of life. Until you get your money up to where you don't need them at all, limit how much you factor to people so you can try to keep some of that money for yourself. The extra $33, $35, $300, $180. That could be money going towards something that's really important versus giving it to them because you needed your money in 24 hours. or you don't want to deal with the paperwork, or you don't want to wait and sit on it. You know, whatever your reason is, man, just, like I say, just think about it. Factoring is no different than you leasing on to somebody almost, when you gotta give them a percentage of your money. Eventually you're gonna want to cut that out, because that extra money that you're giving away could make or break your business on surviving sometime, or a repair that you might really need but you short, or you want to go out and enjoy yourself but you done factor, or you had to do this and you had to do that. Whatever the means is, man, this your boy TJ. I'm just giving you my opinion on what I think and thoughts about factoring. Like I said, man, I'm at the bank, finna go cha-ching, drop this in their account. I think I waited long enough, and you know, just waiting on the other checks to roll in, man. Holla.